what are the benefits for employees, and not only the knowledge workers in the company, but also the people working on the machines, cleaning the offices, making the products? What are the benefits for employees to work in a unbossed organization?
Let me ask that question to every single listener. How do you feel? Yes, you listener. How do you feel when there is a project, a task, something which you either want to do or have to do? Doesn't matter. And I give you two options. Option number one is somebody, me, I tell you when to do it, I tell you how exactly to do it, and I tell you that I will come in a couple of hours to check if you have done it correctly. That's option one. And option two is that we agree on, hey, that's the target, right? Do we agree? And then there is only one word for me: go, do it. And now I ask you again, listener, yes, you, do you feel better with option one and doing it under option one? Or do you feel better under option two? And I guarantee you now, Nick, and I look at you, that 95% of all people, if that is the truck driver, if that is the receptionist, if that is the head of R&D, will belong to the group who will choose option two. And I guarantee you also, Nick, that at least 95% of the listeners of what we are recording now will choose option two. And I don't think that we have to explain scientifically and that we have to write long papers why everybody feels better with option two. What the hell of a difference that is in feeling, in bringing my own passion towards it, in doing it in my own way. And we also both know, Nick, how much better the result will be.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think the same message, but from my more high level perspective, maybe it's the personal journey of a lifetime where you use the context of work to continuously develop yourself. If you're working in the machine, you are actually asked not to think, not to reflect, and almost not to develop. Whereas in an unbossed organization where it's clear why we are in business and where we want to go, we are aligned on that, and you're free on the how, you're completely free on how to get there. In that freedom come a lot of challenges. It's not easy, especially in the beginning, it comes with a lot of challenges, but the challenges trigger you to develop yourself as a person, to get free of your limiting beliefs, to start discovering where you get energy and where you don't. So you start to understand much better what are my talents in the company and what things shouldn't I do in the company. You feel much more safe to express yourself. You feel much more freed to come up with ideas. You will grow and get more courage to take more and more decisions and to take more and more ownership, and therefore more and more responsibility in whatever role you are. You will be able to transfer or translate problems and challenges and negative situations into positive ones, and learn from tensions and conflicts rather than trying to push them under the table until they blow up in your face. So yeah, and the list goes on and on. So for me, it's really from an employee perspective, this context of freed autonomy and ownership is really the ideal context to develop yourself as a human being. And the more you develop yourself, the happier you become, and the more impact you also have, not only on your colleagues, but on everyone with whom you get in contact.